Hey you guys, welcome back to Lisa & Company. Today we have some super cheap, quick, and easy DIYs. So let's get started. So strolling around Dollar Tree one day and I found these three cute and pretty much matching vases, and I thought they screamed Target dollar spot and all the really cool stuff I see you guys hauling down there in the States. So I figured if I grabbed these and my matte white spray paint, I could turn these into a beautiful and super easy piece of home decor. So I headed outside and I'm spraying them inside this box. Except this box was a little too small and it was kind of a pain. So I found that even after one coat with them upside down and one right way up, I was still missing a few spots, and that's probably because they were so textured. So I came up with this extremely functional but ridiculous looking idea, bagged over my hand, and I was able to turn them over and make sure I got every single nook and cranny. Maybe ridiculous looking, but it absolutely did the trick, and I have a great coat all over these. Now, I didn't want to do anything else to embellish these. I was looking for something super simple, so all I've done is use three different kinds of greenery to put in these and create some really nice neutral backdrop to home decor. You could fill these with any kind of floral and they would look just gorgeous. So I wanted to jump in here and just thank you guys. A couple of videos ago, I gave you some not great news, and wow, as if I didn't know you were like the neatest people anyway. I can't tell you how much I appreciated your comments. I shared them with my mom. She watched the video and she saw it, and wow, I have to tell you, even though we're just dealing. I want to tell you that since then, my mom has rallied. Her spirits are better. She's sleeping well. She's eating well. And it is just amazing. So much better that we were able to head out one day and do some really fun shopping and have lunch. And I can't even tell you how long it's been since we were able to do that together. So thank you. And please keep her in your prayers for me. Now, on that same shopping trip to Dollar Tree, I found these really cute plaques, and literally right behind me, like I turned 180 degrees and I found these really pretty decals. And will you check it out? They are exactly the right size for these. This is going to be so fast and so easy, you guys, you're not even going to believe it. The best part is we're not going to do any damage to what's on the front because we're actually just going to use what's on the back. And I love a good piece of double-sided decor. Now, those labels were a pain to get off today, and I could not put my hands on my heat gun or my Goo Gone, so I just went back to the old way and I just kept sanding it until that goofy sticky residue was all gone. Now I'm going to use a little bit of my Rust-Oleum white linen chalked paint. Because the decal is just a tiny bit smaller, we want to make sure that we've got white just coming over the edge, which I totally forgot and just painted the whole darn thing. But you know what? It's a good idea to be thorough, right? Now, silly as it sounds, I'm pretty sure the hardest part of this DIY was picking which of the 4 decals I was going to use. I went ahead and picked these 2, and I'm really happy with the way this came together. Once that was done, all I had to do was flip it over and trim it with a sharp knife. Now this nail file is from Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure it must be for acrylics or something because there is no way you could use this on your actual nails. It would absolutely destroy them. So I'm just going to use this because it is perfect for this purpose, sanding from top to bottom just to make sure I've got a nice clean edge. And aren't these pretty? You could use them on a tiered tray, on a shelf, you could hang them on the wall, just about anything. And the best part is, on the other side, you have the original decor. Did you guys know I'm over on Instagram as Lisa and Company DIY? I really hope you'll hop on over there and follow me because this right here is the kind of shenanigans you would have missed this week if you're not over on Instagram. Okay, so I just dropped my mom off and we drove past a chair on the side of the road, and I need another chair, like I need a hole in the head, but it had cute spindles. So we're gonna go back and take a peek. Okay, come with me. Check her out. She's absolutely, completely, and totally busted. But what do you think? Spindles, spindles, spindles. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm pretty sure my boyfriend will lose his mind if I go home with one more piece of broken furniture. So I think the only way to salvage this is to literally go home, cut the spindles off, and I mean like now, like as soon as I get home. And all the pieces I don't want, I'll throw in the wood pile, and it'll make a great bonfire this weekend. So we'll have a happy Lisa, a whole bunch of pretty spindles, and extra firewood for s'mores. Like that's like a win-win-win, right? So join me over on Instagram and watch for these spindles being used in future videos. Now, it was too soon to be done with this decal anyway, and I thought these ones that are in the little tiny coffee cups were so cute. And I have these great pieces I picked up at the Restore, and I'm going to use those to make some great little tiered tray minis. So using one of the rosettes and 4 of the little tumbling tower blocks, we're gonna make a base so that will sit independently. I'm gonna be using the Aleene's tacky glue, but you can use any wood glue that you've got. I don't recommend using hot glue simply because sometimes it leaves a little gap in between and it's really hard to push them together. Now you'll notice I always use my square from Dollar Tree when I'm putting these little blocks together just to make sure I've got them all lined up and even. Then we're just going to take the wood glue as well as the hot glue and put it right on top of that base. Now, just like I did in the last DIY, you have double-sided decor with this one as well. One side will put the decal on and the other side will be that really pretty rosette. Now I went ahead and painted mine white, and I'm curious what you would have done. Would you have left them natural? Would you have painted one side, or maybe painted one and left the other one natural? Make sure you head down to the comments and let me know how you would have finished these so that they went with your home decor. Now, because I'm so incredibly impatient, I found my heat tool, which also should be called the impatient tool because I hate waiting for paint to dry. And I was really happy I found this, which, by the way, was right under my nose and actually right where it was supposed to be. How terrifying is that? Okay, back to where we actually were, not talking about me and my, never mind. Anyway, I'm going to go through with my Dollar Tree sanding block and just rub this down a little for a couple of reasons. It gets rid of any paint drips or anything like that that you have, and it's a great way to distress it a little bit. And I decided that I wanted the rosette side to be distressed. Now it's really as simple as just taking those 2 decals and popping them on and creating a really cute, and I'm seriously, like I really, like, this is super cheap quick and easy. I'm not sure it gets much easier than this, and I am curious if you guys would actually try this. So let me know if you have another way you would do these. Maybe have you tried these Dollar Tree decals? Because I am absolutely in love with how easy they are and how inexpensive you can make some great pieces for your home. Now, I styled them on my super tiny tiered tray I made last year out of a tin, and I just wanted to show you how cute they look, with one of them showing that cute succulent in a cup and the other one showing off that beautiful rosette. Now, continuing along in our succulent theme, I am going to use these 3 that I have left from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put them in a really cute little terracotta pot with one of the Dollar Tree moss balls holding it all together. Now, first things first, I need to figure out where I want to cut this, and I'm going to do it about 1/3 of the way, not right in the middle, because I want it to sit down inside the pot. So using my knife again, I'm just going to cut all the way around. Now, you're not going to believe this, and I couldn't figure out why a foam ball was so difficult to cut. Well, this is why. It's not foam inside. How many of you have actually cut these open and discovered this like ball of grass? I was so surprised, but you know what? It worked, and it actually helped that ball sit exactly where I wanted it. But doesn't it kind of make you wonder what's inside some of the Dollar Tree products that we never know? Anyway, I just took my terracotta pot and started dry brushing with the white chalked paint. Now, you can dry brush, you can fully paint, you can do this in any color. I just wanted it to look a little bit more aged, and I started out lightly and I kept adding the dry brushing till it was built up to the look that I wanted for my home. Now, time to get all these succulents prepped, and they're in pretty good shape considering they've been in the bottom of a box for I don't know how long, but I'm just going to cut some of the stems on these. And okay, so this one, the wire does not go into the succulent, so you're going to want to cut that off lower, not pull it off. Now, since we now know that there's no foam inside this, I'm going to use a metal barbecue skewer to make holes so that I can tuck the succulents in. This is the one I need to trim off a little bit because I'm just not sure how well a stem is going to go into that weird pile of grass. So I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue there, so once I get it in the right spot, it will hold its position. Same with this one, and same with that little teeny tiny one. Now I felt like it needed one last detail, and I had some of these, I always call them string of pearls. I'm not sure if that's the right name for them, but that's what they always look like to me. So I'm just taking these off a pick that I had in my stash and adding them in just to give it a little bit more dimension. Now what I did was trim some of them off, so I had a clear area that I could tuck right down into that moss ball. Wow, I just love this one. And seriously, look at that. Dollar Tree succulents for the win. I just think this came together so well. Well, you guys, that is a wrap for me today. We are done. Another video of super cheap, quick, and easy DIYs. I hope you enjoyed them just as much as I enjoyed making them. Now, I'm going to go pop those out into the house because I have a couple of spots that needed just a little something. Now, keep in mind, there is so much fun stuff coming up in the next month. I mean, what do we normally do in July? That's right, that's exactly what we're doing. It's time for Christmas in July, so make sure you are subscribed so you never miss when we upload a video, and it really, really helps my channel grow, so I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Thanks so much, you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.